Okay, it's new toy show and tell part 2 of 2 here tonight. I just bought this Rogue lap steel guitar from Musician's Friends eBay store. I bought it because I managed to break my good homemade one, my pickup, and I realized that I felt really crummy not having a lap steel guitar to play on while I had mine in the shop. So I bought one just so I'd have one to play. Now, people badmouth these all the time. If you go on like the Lap Steel Lunatics page on Facebook, group on Facebook, which is a group I participate in pretty heavily, and say you're thinking about buying one of these, I'm not aware of them ever mailing anybody a bomb yet, but it's kind of the verbal equivalent. And the general theory being that it's a cheap Chinese piece of shit. And given that brand new, they're selling for $79.99 on their eBay store, and it comes with a gig bag, which you can't see from where you're sitting there, and these legs, and this little guitar, and it comes strung with some what I consider to be pretty light gauge strings, but they're perfectly good strings. It's a matter of taste. Got a little tunematic or compensated bridge here, a little single coil sitting at a slant. It's got a tone control there. There's muff and there's bright. It's got a volume control there, which is handy. I use a volume pedal, of course. The strings that it came in tuned up into C6 just fine. I kind of think that they would take a Vestipal Open D too. I'm not positive about that. You'd have to raise the low C up to a D. Turn your let's see, it's C, E, G, A, C, E. So you turn your low C up to a D. You turn your E, I guess you'd go up with it all the way to an A. Yeah, you couldn't go down with it. You'd have to go up with it. And then your G, D, A, D, F sharp, A, D would be what you'd be going for. Your D, G there. It'd be pushing it to get these strings to go into Vestipal Open D. There appear to be a C6 set that comes on it. Let me mess with my drum toy here. I'm going to change rhythms on my drum toy and see what we can get here. We'll go with this one. It's a 6/8 blues. I'm going to turn the volume up just a tiny touch. I'm going to say that's good. I'm going to turn the beat down to 95. So this is going to be a blues in E, probably. And it's going to be just really simple as a stone axe. I'm just trying to illustrate the little guitar a little bit here. So keys to where they are. My regular one that I play all the time is a custom-made 7-string, and it's got full 1 centimeter or 10 millimeter string spacing. The string spacing on this is about 8, so that's different. But it's cool, you know, it's cool. But I'm used to having 4 strings down here and having to dodge my low string unless I want to play a 7th chord, because that's what it's for. It's got a minor 7th on it. So I'm used to playing in the 3 strings in the middle here. So I'm all the time riding on this 6th here. These strings are really skinny and slinky, which if you want to play do a little string stretching, it's easy to do. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna try to zoom you in here a little, if I'm smart enough to do that. Okay, you see here, it's got a plastic nut, and I'm sure that that's not going to thrill anybody. It does have, however, dropped my slide, didn't I? A nice little chrome. Now you can see it, chrome bridge here. That's like I said, it's a tunematic or whatever you call those compensated bridges. The goat juice comes out of the top of it, which doesn't exactly excite me. Overall, though, I'd say I got my $80 worth pretty darn well. So, that's just in case you care. And if you don't care, why, that's a perfectly rational decision for you to make. But it's a Rogue, whatever they call it, RS1 or RL1 or something. It's just a little old 6-string plank lap steel guitar. I'm guessing it's probably about a 22-inch. I haven't measured it. Well, good. Yeah, it's about a 21, just shy of 21, 20 and 3/4 going to be your average scale length on it. It's pretty short. It's little. It's light. These legs came with it. They're one of the leg sockets is kind of funky. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Maybe nothing. Probably nothing. But anyway, because mostly I play them on my lap anyway, and I may just leave it like it is anyhow. I don't think there's that much to it. I could probably get a helicoil and fix it right, cheaper than I could deal with the vendor to ship me a new one, which I'm sure they would do. The back is all one piece flat except for the leg sockets. So I'm saying this chrome plate here comes out and all the electronics are right under it. So it'd be just like my cigar box lap steel. You can't get to the electronics without taking the strings off, which I consider to be a pain in the butt. And of course, as you can see here, let me bring you back in again. It comes with strap type tuners, one gang tuners, whatever you call them. There's nothing to write home about. They're little open gear tuners. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I mean, I build guitars with tuners no better, although personally I don't use tuners that are on straps, but that's because I'm always doing weird stuff. Pretty nice little guitar. I like them with the tuners sticking up. For my taste, that's how a lap steel ought to be. I don't want to have to fumble around down here or out here or anything like that. So, so now you know what I know, except I know that there's a wasp bothering me here, and you probably don't care. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Find it educational.